So I would like to pose a question to everybody, a show of hands, please. How many people here are using AI for their work, their business, or their personal life to any extent? Yes? Wow, okay, that's crazy. What are the rest of the guys doing, guys? Come on. Fabulous. Majority of the people, it pretty much doubles your productivity. So, moving into our next session. Our next speaker, a Harvard Business School alumnus, has spent nearly 2 decades at the intersection of technology and scale. 18 years at Google, leading as country head for G-Tech across India and Southeast Asia, working with the likes of Amazon, Reliance, Flipkart, Swiggy, and ICICI. And before that, a founding technologist building global e-commerce platforms for Nike, Kmart, and Mercer. Mark Zuckerberg, who? Today, he is going to show us how agentic AI influences algorithmic systems and strategy. Join me, folks, in welcoming Mr. Amit Singh.
Chintan, thank you for making this happen, getting us all together. My name is Amit Singh, 2 decades at Google, learned a lot. I can't imagine a better employer. Today, I'll talk about AI, and AI is changing so rapidly. So whatever I have learned, my agenda today is just to share whatever I have learned with you. A lot of it will maybe be institution facing, but we can learn from the best too. A quick show of hands. I'm assuming everyone here has used ChatGPT or some large language model, right? Another show of hands. Anyone here who has used built agents? We have a few people. Anyone here who's used Claude Code? We have a few hands here. You've probably heard of it. Anyone here who used Codex? Code, okay. We have a lot more hands, surprisingly, for Codex. I will talk through where AI is transitioning. There were some questions around prediction. I'll address those too. That may be a little passé as we are going through the month of May. One thing that you can take from the presentation, feel free to take notes. You don't have to. It's also available on the website, bestup.in/AI. One thing you can take from today's session is the old AI was about predicting price. There was a question around IVs, I think. The new AI model is completely different. It is agentic. Agentic is essentially an agent or a computer doing work for you, and the agentic AI will now end-to-end operate the trading workflow. All of this is jargon, what does this really mean? Let's get down to it. This is the near future, and typically a trading firm has, let's say, 200 people. Here it is essentially 6 agents. The 6 agents combine to create one trading workflow, and if you look at the top left, there is the strategy creator. What to buy, what to sell. We've all heard human intelligence using things like ratio rights, option spreads, but the AI creates a strategy which then has to be backtested. Did it work through COVID? Did it work through the month of March with the Gulf crisis? Once the backtest is done, then there's another agent, which is essentially another computer that will do the regime detection. Regimes are we in a bull phase or a bear phase? For example, we in India, last 2 years, most would say we are sort of in a bear phase. But if you look what happened on March 30th and then continued through the month of April, we were a rocket to the sky. It all changed in 2 trading sessions, March 30th and the next one. That's the regime detection. What has changed so quickly? There's an AI agent that will do that. On the bottom left is market arbitrage. Simple, buy on one exchange, sell on another, capture the spread. Fifth, very important, in the middle on the bottom is risk management. Many people put it for the last, but there could be an AI agent that is now examining your drawdowns. It's also examining your margin calls. These combine together, lastly, with the holy grail, where it's an AI agent that is executing your trades. All these 6 combine to create your one trading ecosystem. Right now, it doesn't exist. This is the near future. Now, AI is also a lot of marketing. Everyone likes to throw the word AI. What I'd like to leave you all with is to distill how much of this is marketing and how much of it is the real deal. If you miss the real deal, it may be too late to catch up. So you have to be very close to where this is heading. Now, in my view, this agentic AI, I think, could be live as early as next year. Some would argue it's going to happen this year. Some would argue they already have it right now. So make your own judgment, but I think reliably this could happen as early as next year. Which country, I don't know. I hope it's us. We'll find out. If this is the near future, what's today's reality? And essentially think of it as we are all climbing this AI mountain. It can get quite steep, and the reason it's steep is at the end of the mountain on the peak, there is a massive profit pool. It's intensely competitive. Companies in Israel, Bay Area, China, now even in India, we're all trying to go after that profit pool. A few things already done. Reporting and analytics, the AI agent can do it for you. I have a demo and I'll quickly get into that. Backtesting is also mostly done. But now comes the tough part of AI, or the intelligence in AI challenging human intelligence. So strategy creation. Humans have figured out how options have time decay and how human behavior will adapt, and we try to capture alpha over there, but can AI do it? There is live execution, the risk around that. Can AI reliably or an agent reliably execute trades? Many of you all are discretionally individual traders. Some of you all may also be algo traders, but can an AI take those calls for you? Risk management. This is crucial because risk management is also very nuanced. Of course, we want to capture all of the alpha, but at what point is it too risky and just let it go? And then there is self-correction. We spoke earlier about regime changes. AI is also bound to go wrong, just like humans do. But when that happens, can it quickly self-correct? That is maybe next year. It's like really far away out because things happen very quickly. Let's go straight into the demo. To keep things going a little faster, I've got screenshots. And I've kept this a little raw so you can see under the hood. What you see here is a very dense JSON file. Don't try to read it. It is the output of a backtest, and multiple trades happened. So there are positions. Positions is buy or sells, and at the end, there is a summary. Now, for a human to read this entire file and extract the intelligence out of it will be excruciating. But can an AI agent do it? So we put Claude code to work. We gave it the JSON file. This is the exact prompt. You may not be able to read it, but essentially what we're telling Claude code, which is different from Claude. Claude code is the agentic version of Claude. We're asking you to examine a backtest in this JSON file. It's a long file. We're telling it to summarize the output of the JSON file, but give it in simple terms. We don't want jargon. We want the intelligence and the insights out of the data. That's the tough part. We've asked it to use Python, we've asked it to use Plotly. Claude code gets to work. And for the engineers in here, if you examine what Claude code is using Bash, it's using Python. At some point, it downloads the Plotly library into the virtual environment. I don't want to geek out over here, but just so that some of you all who raised your hand on Claude code and Codex can relate. It's done in 4 minutes. Of course it has bugs. This is just the raw reality which I want to share with you all. But in 4 minutes, do you all want to see what it created? It's gone to the reporting system. It summarizes what is done. It's created a visualizer. The visualizer can take a variety of such JSON files and it'll give you the intelligence out of it. And this is what the output looks like. So on the top, it's created cards. It's got the initial capital. It says, okay, over this period, you've made a profit of 8%. But now here's where the intelligence kicks in. If you look at the chart, it's only for 3 months. So 8% over 3 months, and it's the intelligence in artificial intelligence that has computed the XIRR. It's the annual return because it understands that's what, for the durability of the strategy, that's what investors really want to see. Below that, it's got the equity curve. It goes into what your portfolio balance was. I also asked it to create a drawdown chart, so it's created a drawdown chart too. Drawdown is basically how low did you go from your maximum recent high. At one point, it went down 25%. Then it has a few more drawdowns later, also smaller ones. So it's outlined all of that. And below that, it's got all the 232 trades that eventually led to that 8%. All end-to-end, a human did not code this. For a human to do it, it would be at least a month. Claude Code did it in 4 minutes. I acknowledge there are bugs. This is just the first raw input. I've not shown you the final version. But the reason I've shown you is just to reveal the power of what these agents can actually do. I'll conclude. Of course, I'm happy to take questions. I'm also here rest of the day. We can even do one-on-ones. But if you want to do one drastic change in AI today, is maybe you can stop predicting. That many people have tried. Some say it worked. Maybe it did. But publicly, it's up for debate if it really worked. But what AI can do for you is it can start operating. These agents can combine together, either aid you, and maybe, as I hope next year, can run the entire workflow for you. Stop predicting, start operating. Some of you all may also be keen to get started on your own. And a quick two-step process, I'm trying to demystify it as much as I can, is one is get the data. You can get the data from Yahoo Finance, or if your broker gives you the access, you have clean data. Then you will need Claude code, which is different from Claude.ai, which itself is very powerful. But download Claude code is going to cost you a monthly subscription of $20. That's where the agents kick in. Somebody said there are the models like Opus 4.7 is extremely powerful. It's extremely good too. It consumes your $20 in maybe 2 hours, so be careful with it. There's also Sonnet, which is also, I think, respectfully powerful. You can go for whichever one you want. And if you want an idea to build your first prototype, you can look at just a simple buy and hold strategy, see what the AI creates for you. Iterate to improve. The first shot may not be complete, especially if you're an advanced self-trader, but combine your intelligence with what AI can do for you and harness the strength it offers. Again, my name is Amit Singh. Bestup.in.ai, this exact presentation is right there too. We can do either 1 or 2 questions now, or offline we can discuss more detailed.
सो माई क्वेश्चन इज़ दैट अगर मेरी कोई स्ट्रेटजी है और अगर इंडिया में अभी कोई ऐसा बोल रहा है कि मैं एआई पे रन हो रही है स्ट्रेटजी और वही पूरा मार्केट रिजिम भी देख के उस हिसाब से टारगेट स्टॉप लॉस या उस हिसाब से स्ट्रेटजी सिलेक्ट करती है, तो ऐसा कुछ लोग बोल रहे हैं, तो क्या वो सही है या मतलब वो क्वेश्चन है मेरा.
सो क्वेश्चन था कि कोई लोग बोल रहे हैं मेरे पास स्ट्रैटेजी है जो एआई प्रिडिक्ट करके दे रही है, स्टॉप लॉस भी बता देगा, टारगेट प्रॉफिट भी बता देगा. सो सम पीपल विल क्लेम. Now, I have not seen that, so I'm no one really to comment if that particular individual was right or wrong. For AI's sake, I hope they were right. But in my experience, like if I have a bulletproof AI strategy that can exactly time the market and it's even reliable as high as, even if it's 51%, I can leverage it and still make money. I won't be putting that up on YouTube. So take that with a pinch of salt. I do think this is going to happen. Of course, people are skeptical. It'll make errors, which it will. Nothing's perfect on day one. But the pace at which I'm seeing things moving, I think I'm an AI bull. I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to be next year. I think a lot of very good research is being done in the Bay Area. Companies like Jane Street, if you follow it, you know what happened last year. They also have access to our data and they trade on the National Stock Exchange. So we are competing with them. So just be mindful, yeah, it's going to happen. In the meantime, even if the strategy is not perfect, use AI, right? Many of you all do. But now take it to another level. Use the agents to simplify your work.
Thank you.
Thank you. One last question, just so we can keep on time. And then I'm available offline. Yeah. You want to shout it out, maybe? So the question was, can we keep the workflow simple instead of creating the strategy in the Claude MD file, right?
No, I was just mentioning the part you mentioned, like the 6 steps for like the trading, the backtesting part and other thing is already set. So if we create specific rules for risk management for any specific, which we are doing currently, the execution and the instance creation is very easy for live trading. just the part which you mentioned for Yahoo Finance or data APIs, we can just integrate directly the broker data and that to it, and the strategy as a MD file and just execute it.
Yeah, you can do that too. So what he's saying is if you can keep it very simple, and he's saying why don't we do a part solution first
Because
instead of doing everything. That's the only way to start. This was like the near future with all 6 agents coming together. But you can start in steps. In fact, like what we have started with one of our customers is they're only using AI for backtesting. Strategy they are only creating. But the agent, AI agent backtest. But given what I understand where they want to go, soon they'll go to step 3, 4, 5 and complete all 6 also. If you have specific questions on what challenges you face or how to get started, I'm available offline. We can discuss. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks for this opportunity.